Namaste students, myself JV and Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, Faculty of Education and Mathology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. I welcome to all of you in my digital class, BSc B.Ed, ZBC 5th semester. We will discuss the topic air pollution. Air is essential for life itself. Without it we could survive only a few minutes. It constitutes immediate physical environment on living organisms. Of living organisms, the atmosphere is layered into four districts, which are troposphere, stratospheres, mesospheres, and thermospheres. Normal components in our atmospheres: nitrogen 78.1%, oxygen 21.9%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, everything else 0.07%, noble gases, methanes, and sulfur dioxides. What is air pollution? Air pollution consists of gases, liquids, or solids present in the atmosphere in high enough levels to harm humans, other organisms, or materials. May be defined as any atmospheric conditions in which certain substances are present in such concentrations that they can produce undesirable effects on man and its environment. What is air pollution? Air pollution may be either emitted into the atmosphere or formed within atmosphere itself, primary air pollutants and secondary air pollutants. Primary air pollutants included such sources such as factory chimney or exhaust pipes, and secondary air pollutants sources example as ozone. The main sources of air pollution are automobiles. Firstly, automobiles. Motor vehicles are the main sources of air pollution throughout the urban areas. They emitted hydrocarbons, carbon monoxides, lead, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matters. In strong sunlight, certain of these hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen may be converted in the atmosphere into photochemical pollutants of oxidizing nature. In addition, diesel engines, when misused or badly adjusted, are capable of emitting black smoke and malodorous fumes. Second one, industries consumptions of fuel to generate heat and power produces smokes, sulfur dioxides, nitrogen oxides, and fly ash. Petrochemical industry generate hydrogen fluorides, hydrochloric acids, and organic halides. Many industries discharge carbon monoxides, carbon dioxides, ozone, hydrogen sulfides, and sulfur dioxides, and industry discharge their waste from high chimneys at high temperature and high speed. Next one, domestic sources. Domestic consumptions of coal, wood, or oil is the major sources of smoke, dust, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxides. Next sources: tobacco smokes. The most directed and important sources of air pollution affecting the health of many pupils. Even those who do not smoke may inhale the smoke produced by others. Miscellaneous. These comprises burning refuse, pesticides, spraying natural sources. Example is wind. Major pollutants of air pollution: carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matters, and ground level ozone. Okay, discuss one by one. Carbon monoxide, it is colorless, odorless gas, a product of incomplete consumptions of carbon containing materials such as in automobiles, industrial process, heating facilities, and incinerations. Some biodispheres, natural, non-biological, and biological sources have also been identified. Concentrations in urban areas depend on weather and traffic density. Effect of carbon monoxide pollution on the health. It causes harmful effect by reducing oxygen delivery to body organs in extremely high level. It can cause death. Carbon monoxide's affinity for hemoglobin is 240 to 270 times greater than oxygen, and fetal hemoglobin has higher affinity for carbon monoxide, so it completes with oxygen to bind with hemoglobin. Effect of carbon monoxide pollution on the health. Why this exposures to it reduce the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood to the heart, brain, and other organs, deprives body of carbon dioxide, causing fatigue, and impaired visions. Second one, pollutants, sulfur dioxides. It is one of the it is one of the several forms in which sulfur exists in air. The others includes hydrogen sulfide, sulfuric acids, and sulfate salts. Sulfur dioxide results from the consumptions of sulfur containing fossil fuels, and when coal and fuel oils are burned, domestic fires can also produce emissions containing sulfur dioxides. Acid aerosols, sulfuric acids is a strong acid that is formed from the reaction of sulfur trioxide gas with water. Nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen dioxides, nitric oxides is produced by consumption. Nitrogen dioxides, which has greater health effects. It is a secondary pollutant created by the oxidation of nitrogen oxide under condition of sunlight, or may be formed directly by higher temperatures. Consumptions in power plants or indoors from gas stoves. It is reddish brown gas present in car exhaust and power plants. Level of exposure to nitrogen dioxides that should not be exceeded are respectively 400 mg per meter cube. Next, particulates matter represent a complex mixture of organic and inorganic substance. Mass and composition tend to divide it into two principal groups: coarse particles, larger particles, and second, the smaller particles. Okay, the large particles usually contain earth crystals, materials, and fugitive dust from roads and industries, and the small particles contains the secondarily formed aerosols, consumption particles, and recomposed organic and metal vapors. Okay, particulate matters of particulate matters of respirable size may be emitted from a number of sources, some of them natural and many others that are more widespread and more important. Okay. Next, pollutants, ground level ozone. This is formed when pollutants such as nitrogen oxide and volatile organic compounds reacts in sunlight's high level can cause breathing problems, reduce lung functions, and trigger asthma symptoms. Okay, and next, ground level ozone can also seriously damage crops and vegetations. Ozone is a powerful greenhouse gas and contribute to global warming both directly and by reducing carbon uptake by vegetations. These five together forms first smog. Smog is made up of mixture of those pollutants in atmosphere. Combinations of words smoke and fog. These are two types reducing smogs characterized by sulfur dioxide and particulates, and photochemical smog characterized by ozone and other oxidants. Second one, carbon dioxide. This is not commonly regarded as an air pollutant, although man generates enormous amounts of it in consumption process using coal, oil and gases. Carbon dioxide is a natural constituent of the air. It does not take part in any significant chemical reactions with other substances in the air. However, its global concentration is rising above the natural level by an amount that could increase global temperature enough to affect climate markable. Next, volatile organic compounds. Volatile organic compounds are divided into the separate category of methane and non-methane. Methane is an extremely efficient greenhouse gas which contributes to enhanced global warming, and non non-methane, the aromatic compounds, halogens, toluenes, and xylenes are suspected carcinogens and may lead to leukemia through prolonged exposures. Polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons (PAH) are a large group of organic compounds with two or more benzene rings. They are formed mainly as a result of polylytic pyrolytic processes, especially the incomplete consumption of organic materials as well as in natural processes such as carbonizations. Toxic metals, lead, cadmium, and copper. These metals are produced from different factories and can have immediate health effects and long-term effects on human health. Others, CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and PAN. peroxyethyl nitrates. Peroxyethyl nitrates. Monitoring of air pollution. The waste indicators of air pollution are sulfur dioxide, smoke, and suspended particles. A non-volumes of air is filtered through white filter papers under specified conditions, and the stain is measured by photoelectric meters. Smoke concentration is emitted and expressed as micrograms cubic meters of air as an average level over a period of time. The waste indicators of air pollution are sulfur dioxides. Monitoring of air pollution, grit and dust measurements, deposit gauges, collects grit, dust and other solids. These are analyzed monthly. Next, coefficients of Hage, a factor using particularly in the USA in assessing the amount of smoke or other aerosol in air. AQI, air quality index, indicates whether pollutants level in air may cause health concern or not. Ranges from 0 to 500. Types of air pollution. Air pollution can be divided into indoor air pollution and outdoor air pollutions. Indoor air pollutions. Indoor air pollution is one of the most critical global environment problems. Probably exposes more people worldwide to important air pollutions than does pollutions in outdoor air. Rural peoples in developing countries may receive as much as two-thirds. Two-thirds global exposure to particulates. Smoky cooking fuels, open fire cooking stoves produce heavy smoke containing fine particles, carbon monoxides, polycyclic aromatics, hydrocarbons, etc. Carbon monoxides sources: gas, kerosene, wood stoves, and coal fires, fireplaces, furnace, leaking chimneys and vent room and water heaters, vehicle exhaust and closed door gas, tobacco smoke, etc. Second, hand tobacco assumes children whose mothers smoke 70% more respiratory problems, pneumonia and hospitalization in year one is 38% higher. Infant mortality is 80% higher. 21% of all infant death could be avoided if all pregnant stop smoking. Okay. Pesticides, spraying pesticides at home or schools, higher concentration near the floor, persistence in some surfaces, overuse and misuse. Mosquito coils, households use in Africa, Asia, South America, major active ingredients, pyrethins, long-term exposures linked to asthma and wheezing. Solvents and volatiles, organic compounds, alkanes, aromatics, hydrocarbons, alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. Sources: solvents, fabric softeners and cleaning products, paints, glues, wax and polishing materials, spray propellants, dry cleaning fuels, paints and markers, etc. Biological pollutants are where living organisms, animal tenders, dust mites, molds, infectious agents, sources of biological agents, water damaged surface and materials, secondary humidifiers and stagnant waters, water vapors from cooking and showerings, air conditioning systems, etc. Average adverse health effects of indoor air pollutants in health: acute irritations of the mucous membranes, cough, sneeze, chest tightness, increased airway allergens, and increased incidence of acute respiratory illness, cold, pneumonia, and asthma. Chronic long-term exposure decreases growth, lungs growth, impairment of pulmonary functions, and increases susceptibility to chronic obstructive lungs disease, including asthma and others. Outdoor air pollution worldwide, it is estimated that 1.3 million people, more than half of them in developing countries, dies every year from urban outdoor air pollution. Urban outdoor air pollution is a major environmental health problem affecting people in both developed and developing countries. Major air pollutants and their effects: ozone significant decreases in lungs functions, inflammations, and pain when breathing. Second, particulates matters, air pollutions, chronic bronchitis, and as well people with heart disease. Exposure can trigger asthma attacks and cause sneezing, coughing, and respiratory irritations in individuals with sensitive airway. Nitrogen oxides irritate the lungs and lower resistance to respiratory infections such as influenza. Sulfur dioxide effects on breathing, respiratory illness, change in the lungs defenses, and aggravations of exciting heart disease. Effect of outdoor air pollution: health aspects and social and economic aspects. Control and prevention of air pollutions. WHO has recommended the following procedures for the prevention and control of air pollutions. Firstly, contaminants, that is prevention and escape of toxic substance into the ambient airs. Contaminant can be achieved by an variety of engineering methods such as enclosures, ventilations, and air cleanings. A major contribution of this field is the development of aerosters for the removal of contaminants. Replacements, that is replace the technological process causing air pollution by a new process that does not. Increase use to electricity, natural gas, and central heatings in place of coal have greatly helped in smoke reductions. There is a move now to reduce lead in petrol, which is a cumulative poisons. Dilutions is a valid so long as it is within the self-cleaning capacity of the environments. Some air pollutants are readily removed by vegetation. Legislation, for example, Clean Air Act's legislation covers such matters as height of chimney, power of local authorities to carry out investigations, research, and education concerning air pollution. Okay, students, thank you.